Good evening. The time is now 5:45 p.m. on Thursday, January 27th, 2022. The Florida Department of Transportation would like to welcome you to the public meeting for the River Road State Road 777 Design Build Project from US 41 to I-75 in Sarasota County. Financial project number 445059-1. We appreciate your attendance and participation. Please note that all written public comments and questions made during tonight's meeting or sent by February 7th, 2022 will become part of the meeting record. The questions and comments will be responded to in writing following the meeting within a timely manner. All materials will be posted on swflroads.com. That's swflroads.com. A video recording of tonight's on-screen presentation will be processed and made part of the public record for this project. COVID guidelines. This public meeting complies with Governor DeSantis' COVID-19 Safe, Smart, Step-by-Step Plan for Florida's Recovery. The physical location has been arranged to allow for social distancing and the implementation of CDC safety guidelines, while the virtual component provides for online engagement. If you are joining us tonight in person, please ensure that you are maintaining a distance of at least 6 feet between yourself and other attendees and staff. The use of masks and one-way foot traffic are strongly encouraged. Note that hand sanitizer stations are available throughout the room and that sinks for washing hands are available in the restrooms. Before we begin the project presentation, we would like to share a few items to help online attendees participate in this meeting. On your computer or device screen, you should see a control panel that looks like this. The default audio setting will play sound from your computer or device speakers. If you prefer to listen by phone, select Phone Call in the audio pane of the control panel. Then dial in using the information displayed. All attendees will be placed in listen-only mode throughout the presentation. If you are unable to view the streaming presentation on your electronic device, you may download the presentation slides on www.swflroads.com. That's www.swflroads.com. The project team members on this design build project include FDOT Construction Project Manager Juan Carrillo, FDOT Design Project Manager Doug Burkhart, FDOT Director of Communications Andy Orell, and with Consor Engineering, Consultant Senior Project Engineer Brian McKishney, and Consultant Project Administrator Lisa Props. Additional FDOT support staff are at the in-person meeting this evening to answer any questions you may have about the project. Tonight's agenda will include an introduction to the project and the purpose of the meeting, a demonstration of compliance with Title VI and public notification requirements, and the project presentation. Once again, attendees both online and in person can submit their comments and questions either in the questions pane in the GoToWebinar or by using a comment form at the in-person location. All questions and comments will be responded to in writing following the meeting within a timely manner. Public meetings hosted by the Florida Department of Transportation comply with Title VI of the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Public participation is solicited without regard to race, color, national origin, age, sex, religion, disability, or family status. Persons wishing to express concerns about the Title VI may do so by contacting the Florida Department of Transportation District 1 Title VI Coordinator, Cynthia Sykes, or the State Title VI Coordinator, Jacqueline Paramore, at the contact information listed on the screen. This contact information is also included in the public notifications that were posted for this project. Notice for this public meeting, including information on how to access the online meeting platform, was provided by mail to property owners and tenants in the project area, posted in the Florida Administrative Register, on the FDOT website, and in the local newspaper. A media release was provided to local newspapers, and the notice of the meeting was posted on FDOT social media. The Florida Department of Transportation encourages the public to participate in this River Road, State Road 777, design build project by submitting written comments. Virtual attendees should type their name, address, email address, and comment into the question pane. In-person attendees wishing to provide written comments may do so by completing and turning in a comment form. You may also submit comments after tonight's meeting. Comments may be submitted to the Consultant Public Information Officer, Olivia Smith, via mail, email, or telephone. They can also be submitted via the comment form on the project's website, www.swflroads.com. roads.com. That's www.swflroads.com. All comments received or postmarked by February 7, 2022 will become part of the official public record. The phone number and addresses on this slide were provided in public notifications and are posted on the www.swflroads.com website. This website is case sensitive. All questions and comments will be responded to in writing following the meeting within a timely manner. Now we begin the project presentation for the River Road, State Road 777 Design Build Project from US 41 to I-75 in Sarasota County, Financial Project ID number 445059-1. This project is proposing access management changes on River Road. Access management is the careful planning of the location, design, and operations of driveways, median openings, interchanges, and street connections. The purpose of access management is to provide access to side streets and properties in a manner that promotes safety and efficiency. Good access management practices can help to enhance safety by reducing the number of conflict points or ways vehicles could cross paths and potentially crash. The project area is approximately 5 miles along River Road, starting south of I-75 and extending south to US 41. The project will be built within a mostly rural, natural area with RV parks and growing residential developments. The project area on River Road is a 2-lane undivided roadway with a posted speed of 45 miles per hour. River Road is an evacuation route for Inglewood, Northport, and Venice. Natural destinations along the corridor include Myakka River State Park, Jelks Preserve, and Blue Heron Park. The I-75 interchange is just north of the northern project limits. This design-build project will widen River Road to 6 lanes from US 41 to Center Road and to 4 lanes from Center Road to I-75. The project will enhance safety by installing a raised grass median, streetlights, and alighting areas or concrete pads to accommodate boarding buses. The speed limit will be 45 miles per hour. This exhibit shows the proposed project from US 41 to north of Myakka Boulevard and Grand Palm. The project includes improving multimodal access along this corridor. A 10-foot wide shared-use path will be built on both sides of River Road, improving bicyclist and pedestrian safety and enhancing access to the various publicly owned lands. Work will include installing culverts that will allow animals to pass safely under the roadway in 2 locations. A project development and environmental study was conducted to examine environmental impacts. Environmental permitting and mitigation determinations have been completed. This exhibit shows the project area from Grand Palm to the northern project limits near I-75. The typical section exhibits indicate where River Road will be widened to either 4 lanes or 6 lanes. The shared, multi-use path will be built along both sides of the corridor and street lighting will be installed. Enhanced pavement markings will include the speed limit in several areas. The renderings show potential opportunities for future landscaping. Trees and plants shown are only conceptual. A separate landscaping project may be completed at a future date after the completion of this design-build project. Based on wildlife travel patterns determined during environmental studies, 2 wildlife crossing underpasses will be built. The culverts built under the roadway will allow animals to pass safely under traffic in 2 locations. The wildlife crossings will be located north of Tempest Harbor Loop at Station 683, shown on the project exhibits, and north of Stony Creek Boulevard near Station 686 on the exhibits. Let's take a closer look at the improvements planned as part of the design-build project. From US 41 to north of Blue Heron Park, the roadway will be widened to 6 lanes. Just north of the Myakka Mobile Home Park on River Road, there will be a directional median opening to allow northbound vehicles to make U-turns. There will be a full median opening at Blue Heron Park. The turquoise areas indicate existing retention ponds. The light blue outlines indicate locations for new retention ponds to be built, or for ponds to be reshaped, as part of this project. The shared multi-use path is indicated in gray on both sides of the roadway. Grassed areas are indicated in green, including the planned grass median. The 6-lane widening continues past the Renaissance at West Villages, the Preserve at West Villages, and Grand Palm. A bidirectional median opening will allow northbound vehicles to turn left onto Observation Boulevard and southbound vehicles to turn left onto Myakka Boulevard. A northbound right turn lane also is being built to access Mayaca Boulevard. An additional directional median opening will be located north of this area to accommodate U-turns. Additional widened pavement, or a bulb out, will be placed to the right of the southbound lanes to accommodate this movement. A full median opening is planned at Osceola Drive. The 6-lane widening continues past the rest of Grand Palm and Stony Brook of Venice to Center Road. A directional median opening is planned to allow northbound vehicles to turn left onto Tempest Harbor Loop. To enhance safety, changes are being made in the area of Center Road to reduce the number of conflict points for vehicles and potential crashes related to turn movements. A directional median opening in the Center Road intersection will create a partial median U-turn. Vehicles exiting Center Road will be able to turn right or left onto River Road at the signalized intersection. Northbound vehicles wishing to access Center Road will proceed through the intersection to a signalized directional median opening about 700 feet to the north to make a U-turn. Pavement along the southbound lanes will be widened in this location to facilitate the U-turns. This movement will be protected by an arrow for U-turns on the traffic signal. These vehicles will then be able to make a right turn onto Center Road. The signal in this location will also provide another protected location for pedestrians using the trail to cross River Road. Southbound vehicles wishing to make a U-turn will be able to do so about 600 feet south of Center Road at a signalized intersection. This movement will be protected by an arrow for U-turns on the traffic signal. This traffic signal will provide another opportunity for pedestrians and bicyclists to cross to and from the shared use path. According to the Federal Highway Administration, conventional intersections typically have 32 conflict points where vehicles could potentially crash. In intersections using median U-turns, the potential is reduced to 16. National studies show the total number of crashes is reduced by 20 to 50% because of this. Moreover, the number of head-on and angle crashes that have a high risk of injury is lower for these types of intersections. Also, pedestrians are exposed to fewer conflicts with vehicles, improving safety. Fewer signal phases at the median U-turn intersection increases the number of vehicles that can get through the intersection by 20 to 50%. While there is additional travel distance for those making left turns at these types of intersections, the total travel time savings usually outweighs the time from the additional distance traveled. Partial median U-turns, where the left turns from the cross street are maintained at the intersection, or similar concepts, have appeared in Florida, New Mexico, and Louisiana. FDOT has used or proposed partial median U-turns at US 41 and Pine Island Road in Lee County, US 27 at California Boulevard in Polk County, and at US 92 at Tomoka Farms Road in Volusia County. The 4-lane widening continues from Center Road to the north end of the project. Full median openings are planned at Stony Creek Boulevard and Hazeltine Nurseries. Just south of Venice Avenue are examples of the alighting and boarding areas, concrete pads connected to the trail to accommodate boarding buses, shown in the oval spot. Streetlights will be installed along the entire corridor. They're highlighted in the yellow squares on the exhibit as an example. Venice Avenue will be widened for several hundred feet as part of this project, as noted on the main exhibit as well as on the inset image. North of Venice Avenue, a bidirectional median opening will allow U-turns for both northbound and southbound travelers. Pavement will be wider on the outside of the lanes in both directions in this location to facilitate the U-turns. Farther north, a directional median opening will allow northbound vehicles to turn left onto Parrotfish Street to get into the Caribbean Village. A final directional median opening will allow northbound vehicles to turn left into the gas station. The design portion of this design-build project began in mid-2021. The design phase is anticipated to finish in early 2022. Construction is expected to begin in February 2022. Work is anticipated to finish in early 2025. Please be advised that construction schedules are subject to change due to a host of variables and unexpected conditions. The estimated construction cost is $47.5 million. Once construction begins, the department will keep at least one lane open at all times. Initial construction activities will include setting up safety devices and mobilizing construction equipment, clearing and grubbing, placing temporary asphalt, excavating ponds, and embankment work. Private property owners are advised to remove landscaping, signs, irrigation, and other amenities from the state right-of-way prior to the construction to avoid damage. FDOT is not responsible for damage to private items on the state right-of-way. Drivers should expect lane closures, which may cause some delays. Access to all businesses and residences will be maintained. To minimize construction impacts on the community and traveling public, Phase 1 of the construction will take place on the opposite side of the state right-of-way from the existing travel lanes. Crews first will build the new southbound River Road lanes and shared use path during this phase. Work in this phase could take 14 to 18 months. Please keep in mind that construction schedules are subject to change due to a host of variables and unexpected conditions. During Phase 2, traffic will move onto the newly built southbound lanes. The area of the previous existing lanes will be rebuilt to house the new northbound lanes and shared use path. This phase also could take up to 14 to 18 months. Once the new northbound lanes are completed, crews will work to build the median area. Again, keep in mind that construction schedules are subject to change due to a host of variables and unexpected conditions. Any attendees who have not submitted their comments tonight, including attendees who have dialed in by phone, may submit their comments after the meeting by using the mail, email, phone, or website information shown on the slide. This information is also available at www.swflroads.com. That's www.swflroads.com. All comments received or postmarked by February 7, 2022 will become part of the official meeting record. Also, all of the exhibits shared tonight are available on the project website at www.swflroads.com/riverroads/US41T0I75/. That's www.swflroads.com/riverroads/US41 Thank you for participating in tonight's meeting. We hope you found this information helpful, and we look forward to your comments. This presentation on the River Road Design Build Widening Project will begin again in a few moments.